Well, I could hear somebody calling 924 on the flat side, and I could hear Planet Texas, I believe, playing the guitar on the vertical side on the 4-inch tall DDRR antenna. So I'm going to listen for a spell on the DDRR. Motor mouth ball, stepping, breaker.
Yep. Out there, man. It's busy, but I still hear you. Still coming off that mountain. Big time, no doubt about it. 1025, the ex-junkie up there in Colorado. Old Apple Shack over here on the Elan. Where it's presently snowing as well. Have a good day, sir. We'll see you.
Hey, Planet Texas. Hey, Planet Texas, you got any kind of a grip? Motor mouth ball with the wave. I could hear you playing a guitar on the vertical 4-inch tall DDRR antenna, but I could not hear you on the beam. But anyway, nevertheless, I did hear you. Motor mouth ball stepping, I got down, break.
No, it's usually in the middle of the week, everyone's out. Apparently, everyone's taking this week off, and the next week, and the next week, and they're always out here. But that's the way it goes. No problem. Bootlegger, have a good day up there in Commerce, Texas. Be good out there, sounding good. Ain't no doubt down here in the snow. I'll see you through that pickup truck dumping. That's the way we set it up for them. Yeah. I'm going to wave at you up there. Been a while, man.
I heard a pickup truck over there in the Star also. I could hear a pickup truck in the Big Star. Hey, pickup truck, I heard you. I did. Motor mouth ball with the wave. I'm getting back on the side brake.
Shack with that Tuesday wave. I'll see you, sir.
We're going to chance it. I'm going to see if I can't fire up the big box and turn all the drivers off and see if I can get about 150 watts up in the DDRR antenna. I'll be right back.
270 Dragon Man. On the old 28 Apple Shack in New York. Trying to find hooked in. What is it? What are you doing? I'm still trying to find hooked in. I don't know where he was. I don't know, man. You don't come back, you're not going to get that. You're going to get skinny if you don't come back for dinner. Hey, Tom Sawyer, Apple Shack, I'll see you. How about Wyoming? Hey, Wyoming. Copy, Tom. Have a good day. Mr. Tom Sawyer. Old Apple Shack in the corner. I'll see you, sir. I don't got a good copy on you, soldier boy, but I hear I'll see you. Yeah, good stuff. Good. I will. I got it all, my friend. Have a good day down there in the Big Easy chair, the Big Easy, New Orleans, Louisiana.
Well, let me see if I can roll up in there a little bit more. Just a little bit? It's a lot of power right there. Come on. 195. All right. Maybe we can't roll up the big box.
And there he is out there. Big John Bartel, man, he's out there. Hopefully he'll come in a little bit. Maybe I can get a hold of him one day, no doubt about it. Old Apple Shack in the corner. We hope you have a great audio break. Hello. Are you in the boom boom room? I'll tell you right now, man, that boom boom room must be big because you got big smell.
Oh, man. I don't have enough in there.
Can anybody hear this? 499 Central Nebraska. We're trying out there.
Amen, brother. Have a good day. Where's that radio drop off? Well, I'm hauling for that radio drop off. Good morning, Craig. Sounding good down in the snow. Good morning to you. Not too much on average. On just regular average. got some hidden implements in your document.
Cool, Ray.
I really do double R antenna.
Country boy, I'm like cornbread. I'm just an old country.
Smack dab in the middle. Thunderbolt got down. Hello, radio 165 Illinois.
Chang. I won't try to get up with that, damn, I forgot who it was. I heard that scorch on the porch jumping that,
Have a good day, my friend. Always a pleasure. Snubnose 38, Dr. Snub over there in Oklahoma.
Hey, scorching them shorts, that's what I heard.
Oh, wave it, Coney Island. Boogie down, Bronx, Manhattan.
Hey, Apple Shack, I tried to get up in there, but I'm working the DD-R antenna right now. Hey, Apple Shack, I did hear you, but let me switch over to the beam real fast. I was trying to make the DD-R antenna happen, but let me switch over to the beam.
I thought I heard that guy.
Hey, Apple Shack. Hey, Apple Shack, I was on the DD-R antenna a little bit ago, but I couldn't make it happy with all the amplifiers right now, so I switched back over to the beam. Apple Shack, Motor Mouth Mall, low power on the beam. I got down right there, break.
A big snow front going through here today.
Hello, 124. I got Chip in there as well. 124, Motor Mouth Mall, looking great.
Bottom side of Missouri on 400 Bird.
Yeah, the 400 Bird is working coming from the bottom side of Missouri. Ain't no doubt about that. You got that hammer working out there. I was just working a DD-R antenna a little bit ago, and oops, where'd my power go? Hold on, something over here changed. I'll be right back.
Glad you can hear me out there on this little Uniden PC-33, this temporary trash can radio. Hey, Motor Mouth Mall, down at AJS 413, deep pockets, bottom side of Missouri. I'm back.
I'll get back with you.
Snake Doctor, get out of my radio.
Don't get no sweat. Waving up back 455 124.
I gotta go back to the bowl because I'm not sure what I'm looking at over here is accurate. I'll be back in a bit. Hey, keep on doing what you're doing. The garbage can radio works. We'll catch you back in a bit. Motor Mouth Mall, stepping right there, right now, break.
413, bottom side of Missouri, 400 Bird on this temporary radio. I'm back.
Have a good one at your Motor Mouth Mall 124.
Snake Doctor, don't worry about Motor Mouth Mall. You just worry about 413 on the bottom side of Missouri. Break.
Yeah, but I heard you come in there, go away with quick hand. I ain't gonna stay long on top. Bye.
Yellow cut off. That ain't Wayne. I guess I can't get in Snake Doctor's radio, that prick.
Burn that cornbread.
Get out of my radio, you prick.
I thought I'd give him away for
Hey, Snake Doctor, I'm back.
I don't talk well. I'm on a campsite. This is what I understand.
Hey, John, what kind
All right, yeah, we got some fire in the wire now. Check the big old beam. Got down. Got down, breaker.
Charlie.
Hello, check. That'll be about enough power to put in the DD double R antenna. Right there. Hello, check. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll turn the carrier down a little bit more. And try that into the DD double R antenna. That's so good. Just put one more sound there. some audio up in there where it belongs. Make a little bit of noise out there with these great big toys. Motor, mouth mall, got down right there, breaker.
don't worry about no mobile though. Papa, you know that.
Gotta go one more time, granddaddy, gotta go one more time, granddaddy. Yankees antenna down. Hey, so, I got Yankees antenna. Talk to you later. One, folks.
Hey, Popeye. Hey, Popeye, up there on Illinois, I got a grip on you. Hey, Popeye, if you got any kind of a sloppy copy. Motor mouth mall working the small ball peen hammer, looking and waving. I'm back on the side. Breaker.
You got real good condition in my radio. Right back one. I thank you, man, for letting me know I'm radio workers.
Mr. Popeye, good to hear you've been there. Been a long time. Ain't no doubt about that. I've been playing with antennas. Hey, Popeye, I've been playing with antennas, and so I have my system all out of whack. But it's all back in 10/8 straight now, I guarantee that. Hey, Popeye, you rocking and rolling up in here. Sounds superb. Keep on doing what you're doing. Hey, Popeye, around Illinois. Motor Mouth Mall tried to not make you wait.
Yes, sir.
Oh, man, I'm gonna see if I can squeeze my little way up in there, make a little noise. Hello to you, Motor Mouth, Mosquito Man, waving and getting down.
Well, Mosquito Man, you roll up in there, made a lot of noise up in here, that's for sure. Hey, everything is all good out here around here. Mosquito Man, Motor Mouth Mall with the wave. Yeah, we've tried to do some experimentation a little bit there with the DDRR antenna. And it doesn't like high power, and it doesn't work well where it is, but no antenna likes high power where it is on this test pole. So anyway, I did make a contact to 1137 on the DDRR, but with the power the same, switching over to the big beam, of course, there was a lot more output on the beam. But the DDRR works, ain't no doubt about that. Oh, dear. One more time. Mosquito Man, Motor Mouth Mall working the small ball peen hammer. Got down right there, break.
Well, I'm happy you made a contact on that end.
It's tuned up for 28 right now. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to drop down to some small power, and then I want to see if I can talk to you on 28 there, Mosquito Man. Give me about, 30 seconds. I'll go turn off the driver, and I'll see you. Actually, I'm going to turn off the big box and the driver, and I'll see you up on 28. I'm just going to leave the pre-driver on, just to try to do it with about the 40-watt range. So I'll be back. I'll see you up on 28 there, break.
Sounding like a Democrat. The more you talk, you may not just lay back.
I don't know if you made it yet, Motor Mouth Mall, but I got a video game rolling. Got to unplug my headphones, but
yeah, that's what I told 919, man.
All right, so this is the big antenna. This is the 40 watts low power side on the big antenna, and the next key I'll be on the DDRR antenna, the break. Alright, now we're on the DDRR antenna. Hey, Mosquito Man, now we're on the DDRR antenna right there if you got any kind of a sloppy copy. Motor Mouth Mall working the small 4-inch tall antenna got down.
124, Tennessee.
Fired 124 Tennessee up in there. Hello, 124. Hello, Mosquito Man. Motor Mouth Mall stepping.
Hey, Motor Mouth Mall, I'm going to go down to 26. I go you get a little bit better with that DDRR. I'm going to move on down to 26 there, break.
I'll try it, but I'd have to retune the DDRR to get there properly, but I'll try it. We'll go there.
Waves and have a good Taco Tuesday. I'm back wide. 124.
Now we'll see what that makes a difference. Hello to you one more time. Hey, Mosquito Man, Motor Mouth Mall, work with the DDRR antenna. I got down right there, break.
Yeah, right there. You're putting about a 3 to 4 on me. I do have my RF cut back a little bit. I'll turn my RF up, actually. And now the RF's up on the radio. But yeah, I hear you.
Okay, see, instead of 3 or 4, turn the RF gain up all the way to where it's unity gain, where it normally would be. And then tell me what the signal strength is with the RF gain up a little bit there, break.
Pretty bad right there. Go down to 24 because I got a lot of splash right now.
Oh, wow. I could barely hear you on the DDRR. When I switched to the beam, I could hear you pretty doggone good. So I'm not sure if Mother Nature's switching around a little bit. I heard you better a little bit ago, but I'll switch back over to the. So give me a signal strength reading on the beam right now. What's my S meter look like, or what's your S meter look like on my signal right now? And then I'll switch over to the DDRR.
Yeah, right there, you're putting me in between a 7 and 9, like right. You're actually just closer to the 9 than the 7 right there.
Okay, and now here's the DDRR antenna right there. Hello, check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See what it does. Hello, test.
There's about a 7 right now.
That's about a 7. And then if I switch antennas, it'll go back up to almost a 9. Let me go from the DDRR right here at 7. I'm going to switch over the next key to the beam again. Oops, I did that while I was keyed up. I should have done that. Anyway, now I'm on the beam.
Yeah, that definitely made a big difference. I can just barely hear you in the heterodyne and stuff. I got a lot of skip over here, but and I have a lot of splash from 28, but I can hear a little bit of
Roger. You got a lot of splash bleed over coming over from 28 and a lot of skip going on that end. You heard the DDRR antenna at about 7 S units, and you heard the Yagi antenna at almost 9 S units. So that was the difference?
Yeah. And also, I will say it's kind of weird, but it sounds like the audio is louder on the beam, which I know the antenna don't really boost the audio, but it's kind of weird. It seems like the audio is quieter on the DDRR for some reason.
Louder on the beam or louder on the DDRR? It would be louder on the beam because there are more S units, there's more signal strength. So it's hammering your radio a little harder. So there will be a little bit of loudness difference. There shouldn't be, if the signals were the same, there wouldn't be any loudness difference at all. But the difference in loudness between the 7 and 9 it could very well be possible to break.
Yeah, 10-4. Well, that's cool that it's even working, man. I mean, it's just a little round circle on some metal, you know. I want to build one for local talking over here on my shed. It's got a pretty big metal roof on it. I'd like to build me something like that and just throw up here to talk local where I ain't got a big old ground plane hanging around.
Yeah, you know what's funny is there's really there are no stations around me anymore that key up regularly that are vertical. You know, Jelly Belly will get out occasionally, but I think he's on the beam. He's on the flat side, and there's really nobody else. You know, we lost Grandpa Jones. Copperhead's not out here anymore. Smokin' Pete hardly ever gets out here, and there's nobody else in Santa Maria really. So I don't have anyone local to talk to. I mean, I suppose I could try to drum up a truck driver on 19 or 17 or something like that. I suppose, but yeah, I don't have any local stations to test against or along with. But yeah, for what it is, it works. And what I want to do now is, since I have it up on the building, two antennas. I want to have the DDRR antenna, and I want to have a Wilson, or not a Wilson, but a Predator 10K. And I want to switch between the two antennas at the same height, on the same building, at the same time. That might give me a little bit of something more to look at and go on. But I'm comparing this little DDRR antenna at low power up against a 7-element, 50-foot-long Yagi. So, it makes the DDRR look worse than it is because the comparison antenna is a monster to break.
I think motor mouth.
Well, I've never used to whenever you had it on the top of the Jeep with that 2x8, or whatever you was running in there with that little Galaxy radio. I think that was the last skip cycle, man. I could hear that cotton picking thing everywhere. I mean, it was like a base station, so there's definitely something to the antenna. They definitely do work. We have quite a few locals around here. Most of them are on sideband, though. It's my radio superstar I got right now. It's a AM FM rig only, and so at any rate, I bought it's basically a Anytone Aries 2, but it's the cheap one, the cheaper one, same everything though, and I caught it on Black Friday for $125 on Amazon, and then turned around and my local had a Striker 955 V1 that I sold him a long time ago, and the channel selector went out and they said, I'll sell that for $250. It still looks brand new. So I'm going to get it and put a new channel selector in it and start running it on sideband where I can talk to some of these locals out here. On AM, we don't have a whole lot. We got Livewire, which that ain't no account. We have 454, but he don't get on much. I still talk to Eugene from time to time. He's always out there on the radio. And but other than that, almost everybody on AM's done sold out here.
Wow, what a trip, yeah. It's funny how that happens, I guess, but maybe they'll come back. But that sounds like a good deal if you can get that. Now, you know what's funny? My scope showed that I was putting out, and my scope is a bit wonky over here. I'm not sure what my scope is doing. It was showing better stuff earlier, but anyway. It moves around. I guess that's a good deal on that Striker 955 with the channel selector that's out. You can go ahead and get that squared away, and you'll be into a good sideband radio, that's for sure. Maybe send it over to D-Rail, have D-Rail do his magic on it to break it.
That's what I was thinking about doing, running it for a while. I'll go ahead and fix the channel selector myself because he done ordered one for it, and go ahead and solder it in, and then send it over to D-Rail and have him do whatever he wants to do to it. Because he said that he gets about the best audio out of them V1, so I'd be kind of curious to see what it sounds like. And it would be nice not to have to switch back and forth in between radios.
Right there, Bernard.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And then you got a good backup AM radio and all that, and you're not into it too awful bad. So I think that would be a good route to go. That's for sure. Very, very cool. Yeah. That 2x8 on the DDRR antenna worked out really good. I was putting about 120 watts of carrier into it, peaking about 1,500. And I thought I would try that on this DDRR antenna, but nothing on the corner. I forgot that on the corner of the building up here where this push-up pole is, whether I put a ground plane or if I put a quad. I briefly keyed the quad and had, nothing but problems, not because it was a quad, but because of where it was. I tried the Yagi. Nothing on the corner of the building works. It's just feeding back into the station. So anyway, I couldn't bump up. I was going to try putting the amplifier on this one here at the base. But as soon as I get above, about 60 or 70 watts of carrier, it starts doing that, my whole station comes alive. So I figured I'd just keep it down here at the 40 watt mark and, test it a little bit that way. But I still want to do a little bit of other testing, and I've got that second coax out up on the tower. I got to put an end on it because it was still burned up from the lightning strike. And then I got to figure out how to mount this antenna to the tower and put this up there. Then I can get a little bit more fire in the wire and do some more testing at higher power level. But you're right, the DDRR antenna on the Jeep with that 2x8, man, that thing worked like a son of a gun. And the DDRR antenna in the truck works really good with the straight 8, and eventually I'll put a 2x8. I'll add the 2-pill driver, but right now it's just a straight 8 in the truck, and it works pretty good too. So no pain strain, no strain. Anyway, good to hear you up in there, and appreciate you being able to get a bit of the audio. I'll switch back over to the DDRR one more time. Hang on.
Motormouth ball, high step.
I hear High Stepper up in there too. I do. Hey, hello, High Stepper, and yeah, I'm back on the DDRR antenna right now. We're 2 channels off frequency. We should be. It's tuned for 28, so I have no idea what it's really going to be doing here on this one. But it is happier when it's tuned properly to break.
Yeah, you're floating in between 3 to 7 dB whenever you switch over to the DDRR antenna. With the Yagi, you're staying about a solid 9. The DDRR is fluctuating quite a bit back and forth. I can still hear you. It's just a little bit rougher to hear you. But the sad thing is about it, Motormouth Mall, is I actually got a quad out here, L4 that I bought, and man, I've just never ever been able to get it to talk right. I don't like the side rejection on it. I don't like how it talks out of the back real bad, and it hears it like whenever
frequency response range in my opinion is 5K.
Where'd you go?
Probably got a 0 between.
Sorry about that. I had a breaker. Let's see. There we go. We're back online now. And at any rate, I've never liked the way it talks out of the front or the back. It talks out of them both the same. It has really terrible side rejection, which they claim that they have really good side rejection. So I've never had real good luck out of the quad. But yeah, that DDRR 2x8 on the Jeep, man, you could hear that damn thing anywhere.
Roger, yeah. What a trip! I'm surprised the quad doesn't perform like it should. I would revisit all of its measurements and take a look at it carefully and see, how it's laid out, and maybe something got flopped around, or maybe a front and a back measurement got flipped in a front and a back element. Who knows? I don't know, but I'm sure you built it right. But I would look at it again because they should work pretty good. But yeah, when I was on the DDRR, I was receiving you right about between a 6 and a 7, and then when I flipped over to the beam, I was receiving you up to about 10 over. So yeah, big difference between that. So that's 10, 16, 22 dB difference, roughly 23 dB difference, something like that, give or take. And so big difference. But the beam is horizontally polarized. The DDRR is vertically polarized. So right there, you can have up to a 20 dB loss or gain, depending on which way you look at it. 20 dB difference between vertical and horizontal, plus the overall effect of gain and whatnot of the antenna being nothing on the DDRR and about nearly 13 on the gain on the beam. And so anyway, yeah, it's small, but it's effective. It works, but definitely not a powerhouse. Anyway, yeah, I would revisit that quad, and maybe that quad could do a little bit better there, Break.
Yeah, I'm not sure, man. I contacted Lightning, and we went over all the measurements together and everything. He was like, man, he said, it looks like you got it all together good. And at any rate, I've went over it several times. Now it's just laying out there freaking on its side because it's so damn big and wonky. It's hard to kind of find a good place to put it. So now it's just laying on the fiberglass rods. And I've been thinking about taking all the quad stuff off of it and using the boom, maybe making like a stretch 3 element for a local antenna, or maybe a short 4 element, just either vertical or flat, or maybe making like a 3 and 3. Like a little 3 and 3 vertical flat, putting it on a little 30-foot pole or a tower out here, and using it for a local antenna for the sideband stuff. But I definitely want to get the $400 or $500. I'd be $500 for a boom, but I at least want to get some type of damn use out of it. It's just sitting out there. And one more thing. I changed my audio up a little bit. I took some bass out, added a little mid, and turned the treble down a little bit. I was listening to Snake Doctor's Gate. I'm not sure if it was how the skip conditions was or what it was, but it sounded real muddy, and it also sounded muddy on 188s, and I think it's just their stock receivers can't handle how wide I can go, because right there is like halfway, and then that's with the bass all the way up, but whenever I turn the bass all the way up on their receivers, it just don't sound too good, so I've been having to run it about right there, and they say it cleans up.
Well, I'll tell you what, on my end, on my receiver, it sounds superb, and I like what I hear. And it sounds good, it's smooth, it's clean, it's loud, it's articulate, it's not muffled, it's not muddy. It just sounds really, really good over here, so I like what you got going on. However you're doing what you're doing, I'd say keep on doing it. And you can hear my gate. Now, I guess, my gate is an SDR, so it may not sound the same as like a stock Traco or a small radio with a 3-inch speaker and all that, so, but I like what you got going right now. It's perfect. I wouldn't, I'm not feeling like you're lacking any bottom end or anything like that, it's got good sound to it, so, full and rich. And on the bowl, you sounded bodacious, compared to most of the other stations out there. So I think you got it dialed in there, Break.
10-4, that's good to hear. Yeah, like I said, right there I'm running the bass about halfway up on this little Behringer, I don't even know what model this thing is, 802S. It's about halfway. And then that right there is with the bass all the way up. I don't know if you can tell a super big difference between it all the way up. And then that right there is about where I've been having to run it to keep like stock receivers happy. I guess that's what a lot of people run into whenever you can run a little bit, run more bass, is they start sounding a little wonky on a stock bottom end receiver.
Yeah, they can. They certainly can, and depending on what you're listening to for headphones, will drive you down a different path. Like for a long time, I was using the DT770 headphones, and I thought they were great, but there wasn't any real bass in them, so I kept cranking the bass up to hear the bass in the headphones, because I wanted to hear the bass. And everyone was saying, man, it's too muffled, it's too much bass. And I'm like, no, man, it sounds good. I'm listening to it in my headphones. And then I got these other headphones. These are, what are they? They're Sony MDR V150s. I put these Sony MDR V150s in here, and I'll tell you, I was like, holy cow, there's a lot of bass. So I started turning the bass down, and now I still got the bass in real life, but now I'm hearing it in my headphones, and now I don't have nearly as much out there than I did before. But check this out. I recorded that last part of that for you. I'm going to try to play it back and see if you can hear what you want here. Check it out.
You can run a little bit, run more bass as they start sounding a little wonky on a stock bottom end receiver.
Anyway, that's what I got right there on that. That might have been played back a little bit on the hot side, but you get the gist of the drift, I think. Let me see if I can't turn that down. Where's the level? Oh, no, I can't. It's buried underneath. I can't see it. Anyway. All right. Anyhow, it sounded good. I like what you got going on right now at a break.
Yeah, 410. That's how I was talking to you the other day right there. That's what the high zeroed out, the mid zeroed out, and the bass all the way up. And whenever I talk like that on a regular radio, it just sounds absolutely muddy, real bassy and muddy. And I'm kind of curious. I'll go back and watch your video gate and see what it sounds like. I'll have to play it back. But at any rate, that right there is how I've been talking on it. I thought it sounded pretty good in my headphones, but on everyone else's stock receivers, it don't sound too good.
Roger. Well, the time on the gate right now, we're at about 47 minutes. And 22 seconds is where we are right now, and just so you can hear, a time reference for what you're doing. And I don't know. I think they need better receivers. They need receivers capable of hearing the bottom end. I mean, there's a certain degree that you got to cater to a smaller receiver, but you don't want to cater all the way to them, because And the people with the big receivers or real radios that can hear what you're doing they want to have something to appreciate to their break.
They're not getting the full ratio of how good I really sound, man. They're not enjoying me the way they should. All right, Motorman Mall, I got a 20-minute video gate of you. I got to compress it down, and I'll be able to send it over or post it up, and I'll make sure you get it. But at any rate, it'll take a little while to compress it, but I'll definitely make sure it gets over to you. It's been real good talking to you, man. I'll get to talk to you this much because I either get hammered out on 28 or 6 because I know I'll be working these real small watts. But at any rate, I'm waiting for the mail to come in. I got a little new 2-pill coming in where I can get me a little more desk space, so I'm going to be watching out real hard for that. It's like getting a new toy there, 410.
10-4 sounds good. All right, well, I was just listening to you, by the way, on the DD-double-R antenna up about 7 8S units, and I look forward to you getting that little toy there. That'll be always fun to play with, get a bit more space on the desk, and get good quality stuff happening. And then while I'm keyed up here now, I know I'm not supposed to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to switch from the DD-double-R antenna over to the beam. Now we're on a beam. That's the beam right there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then one more switch back over to the DD-double-R antenna right there. In my headphones, the audio on the DD-double-R got heavier. That's kind of a weird thing. Anyway, that test was what it was. All right, hey, Mosquito Man, take care. Have a good day. I'm going to get out of here. I've had my cup of coffee. I had my fun, and I did my testing. And I like the DD-double-R antenna, but it's definitely not a powerhouse. All right, catch you later on 7-3. Motormouth Mall, stepping breaker.
Hey, 511. All right, Motormouth Mall. I'm going to shut this gate on down. Appreciate the bump down, the wave.
Hello, Motorman.
Mosquito Man said, I'm gone. I'll see you. Toodaloo.
410. Take care of 7-3. Toodaloo. I'm out.
Hey, 511. Why, you gone, old truck?
Hey, we're sounding good here in Maryland there, California. Break.
Hey, I'm glad to hear this little 4-inch tall antenna is sounding good around Maryland. We're doing the best we can to try to get up in there from time to time with a 4-inch tall DD-double-R antenna around Maryland. Motormouth Mall stepping.
Hello, Motor.
And if I can't get the job done on the DD-double-R, I'll key down one more time on the beam. Motormouth Mall working to 40 watts. Stepping. I got down. Right there, break.
Them beams out there, Motormouth Mall. Sound good if I done do it to you, but they don't use that with the holiday wave.
Hey, Motormouth.
Big old holiday wave right back at you. Enjoy your holidays to the fullest. And good to hear you dropping that hammer in the world of sound. And 25, I heard you too up around Georgia. Motormouth Mall waving and stepping. I got all the way up.
10-4. Take care of there, Motormouth Mall. 73s and God bless. Holiday wave.
Blessings and good graces all the way around your place.
Hey, Motormouth, you and your family, y'all be blessed, brother. Old 25 in the south is gone on.
All right, there, 25. Take care of blessings around your household as well. And we'll catch you a little bit later on. 825 radio station Motormouth Mall working these 40 watts. I was ping-ponging back and forth between the DD-double-R antenna and the big beam just to talk on the small antenna once in a while. And man, there's a night and day difference. I'll tell you. Hello, 25 Motormouth Mall stepping. I'm out.
Yeah, right, man. Well, when you flipped to it, I couldn't hear you, big brother. Right here, I sure couldn't. But when you went back to the bands, I heard y'all. Take care, Motormouth. Your 25 is gone.
425, yeah, I'm back on the little antenna now. Hey, 25, so when I flipped over to the little antenna, you couldn't hear it. Hello, 25, take care, 7-3.
1212. Hello, test. Audio check, 1, 2, 3.
Yep, Turkey.
Hey, Planet Texas, I heard you, I did. Hey, Planet Texas, I heard you out there, audio test 1, 2, 3. Earlier, when I first heard you out there on 28, I could hear you better on the DDRR antenna. But now I can't hear you on the DDRR antenna, but I hear you real good on the ground, on the 7-element flat side. Hello to you one more time. Hey, Planet Texas, if you got a grip, motor mouth mall, step and brake.
Well, good morning, Motor Mouth Mall. Yeah, we don't run a lot of power over here either, so anyway, you sound good over here. We're talking, I got the Mayano caster hooked up to the R8 with a lot of reverb in there. I'm going to turn it back down a little bit. Hold on a second right there. We got the mids and the highs up all the way. The lows and highs are up all the way. We got a super scoop's what we got going on. Happy face ET7.
That super scoop is working. Ain't no doubt about that. You got that thing sounding 10-8 and choice over here. Don't have a lot of signal strength, but that's just, Mother Nature. She dips and dabs and flips and flops and butts and weaves and shucks and jives. Ain't no doubt about that. We're not going to make any audio changes. I don't think I can. As a matter of fact, my mouse froze up the last time I turned on the amplifier into the DDRR antenna. The mouse froze up. So anyway, I don't have any control. I don't have any control over that anyway. All right. Hey, good to hear you've been there. Hey, Planet Texas, Motor Mouth Mall, looking east and dropping a hammer from time to time in the world of sound. I got down right there breaking.
All right, Motor Mouth Mall. Hey, I'm talking on the Arco mic. Arco, I don't know if you heard of it. Anyway, it's unidirectional, actually omnidirectional small condenser goose.
The Arco mic is working good. A little small Arco mic is working, that's for sure. You can't tell it's small, it sounds real good. Keep up the good work on that end, and I know what you're doing over there on that end. You can pretty much make any combination work. You know the magic formula. You know what to listen for. You got an ear for it, and so you can make it all sound good there, Break.
Yeah, well, the only thing guys like me, we think about frequency response, and then you look at frequency response with microphone, you look at the graph and see where it's peaking at. You need to get with your EQ to attenuate or augment.
Tennessee, hello, Motor Mouth Mall.
Stuff's pretty detailed. This is
Motor Mouth Mall. Listening on the flat side. You coming down here like full blast.
14, yeah. I tell you what, it got messy that time. I think I heard Hillbilly up in the air. I heard 1 or 2 other stations calling hello up there to you as well. 2 or 3 stations, I think it was. And Planet Texas, you're right. Frequency response is important. You got to have it. You got to start with something good to end up with something good. You can't. What did it say? You can't make a silk purse out of a sow's ear to break. Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, it's getting rough and tough out here. Let me get my knees up in the breeze. I got to get out of here and get to running and get to stepping, and be back a little bit later on. Radio station, Motor Mouth Mall, working a small ball peen hammer, stepping 1 fat watt at a time. And if you need a little bit more audio up in there, I can always give you a little bit more. I got down, breaker.
Enjoy your day, Motor Mouth. I'm back quiet.
1425. Enjoy your day as well. We'll get you a little bit later on. I'm going to probably do some work over here on this end and get back on the air in a little bit after I get some other stuff changed up over here. I think I like the antenna, but I don't like where it is. I got to move it from the tower in the corner of the building over to the tower in the field. That's going to be a lot of work. Anyway, I still feel the bruising in my ribs, the 2 broken ribs. And so anyway, I move kind of slow, but I'll get it done.
Hotel. Be blessed, I'll say.
Yeah, break it.
1, 2, 3. Check it out.
Motor Mouth Mall, I'm younger than we used to be. You better stay off them roller skates.
Yeah, I went skating Friday, Saturday, and Sunday yesterday, and it was good, man. I'll tell you what, I skated really well, and I missed being on the rink there for the time that it took the ribs to kind of heal up a little bit. So it's good to get back out there. But man, I went out there Sunday, and there wasn't a soul on the doggone place. There were like 4 people, and that was it. Their break.
Take care of Motor Mouth Mall hillbillies in that Christmas wave.
All right there, Hillbilly. Take care. Big old Christmas wave right back at you. Hillbilly, Motor Mouth Mall with a big wave right back. Big old Christmas wave and Happy New Year coming up around the bend. Hillbilly, Motor Mouth Mall, working the small ball peen hammer, stepping I got down.
Yeah, boy. Happy New Year coming up. Motor Mouth Mall, take care. I'm gone.
And 410, take care, and hello everybody over there on YouTube. I just looked over there, and I see everybody over there around Alabama listening, and good to see you up in there. Green Reefer, Motor Mouth Mall with the wave. And Jeff, welcome back to the USA. I see you back up in there too, by the way. I know you've been home for a while, but everything is all well and slow over here in our neck of the woods. That's for doggone sure. Motor Mouth Mall working the small ball peen hammer. Got down right there, break.
080.
We're going back to the talk back in the radio and then turn that off and turn the RFID up with a sampling open air monitoring. So I don't know which one sounds real.
That sounds really good right there. Hey, Planet Texas, it sounds open, it sounds full, it's got good high-end, good articulation, it sounds smooth. It's perfect there, Brady.
Yeah, 3-band EQ, we got the...
Oh, you said you got somebody around Texas? Maybe I can take a ride now. Hopefully I can take a ride now and see what's going on in the world of sound. 080, cruise in this 45 whiskeys. One time, break a break. Let's go.
45 watts is working. That's about what I'm working over here. 40 watts right now, and from one 40-watt station to another, you got that hammer down there, break.
Right on. Hey, Motor Mouth Mall, 080, 45 whiskeys on the Mobile. 45 whiskeys on the Barefoot Mobile there, Breaker Bro. Let's go.
Oh, 080, you said 25. 25, not 45. I'm working 40 over here. You're working 25 in the Mobile, and you got that Mobile coming up in here like it's sitting right here in Santa Maria, California. No doubt about that. Real good job. Hey, 080, well, you're working in 25 watts in the Mobile, and you walking and talking in fine fashion to break.
45 watts. 45 watts. That's what the thing says on the digital display here. I don't know how accurate that is, man. But we're just really, really low budget and stripped bare. That's why we're barefoot right now and the mag mount, and that's it. Hey, thanks for finally, man. I figured you said something about Texas. I was like, hey, maybe you got Mother Nature finally out here. Out here cruising on the parking garage one time, Motor Mouth Mall. It's been a while. See ya. Bye. Bye.
410. Well, good to hear you up in there while you stripped down in barefoot mode. 45 watts is working, and definitely good to hear you walking and talking and doing your thing out there from the Bighorn State. Ain't no doubt about that. 080, Motor Mouth Mall, working the small ball peen hammer, one fat watt at a time. I got down, breaker.
It's kind of choked off. It's not wide-banded or anything, but man, for what it is, that thing is set up perfect, nice and clean, man. Holy smokes! Well, it's good to talk to you again. It's been a minute. Too many big problems. This kind of thinking configuration is working. We gotta see this. I gotta sit in the back seat, man. The PowerPoint is only in the cargo bay in the back of this SUV. All in the front, they got rid of all of that stuff. It's just strictly USB now. It's crazy, man. I don't know. This it's a trip, man, to figure out. Man, these new vehicles, man, you ain't gonna like them, John Debris.
I'll be dipped. What a trip. Yeah, I haven't had a new vehicle, like a new vehicle in a long time. So I'm sure they're all different these days, that's for sure. By the way, I got a quick playback for you one time. You can hear how it sounds. It sounds real good. Oops. Where'd it go?
45 watts. 45 watts. That's what the thing says on this little display here. I don't know how accurate that is, man. But we're just really, really low budget and stripped bare. That's why we're barefoot right now and the Magma, and that's it.
Oops, I guess I stopped that too soon. Anyway, now you get an idea what it sounds like. It's clean and clear. That's for doggone sure. All over here, motor mouth, mall waving right there. Break 080, your West Coast beast. The voice of the Central Coast of California, sometimes called Big Bad John. Got down right there, break.
Yeah, dig that one, man. Oh, thanks for the playback, by the way, man. I appreciate that. Shucks. Okay, well, that gives me a real good idea of how Panic Attack configured or got this thing kind of dialed in. It's got that punch, like it'll break through the pileup, and it talks really good on sideband as well. So, wow, that's a trip, man. I dig it. You know, Panic Attack. You know, he does a good job, man. I'll say this is so I know what to use this radio for, man. But but just barefoot, man. I think that's the way to go. And it's been so cold over here. This radio wasn't even heating up, but now it's, what is it right now? 48 degrees outside, and I got the heat turned off, and it's starting to warm up now with these long transmissions. But what a trip. Yeah, thanks for that playback, man. That's real cool. I'll try and see if I can get a video going, not a live, just I'll just try and get a recording, see what we can do over here. Motormouth Mall 080. Rolling this video gate one time. Break off.
All right, sounds good. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to put a plug in there for Panic Attack Radio because Panic Attack did a great job on that one. As a matter of fact, you know what? I haven't heard yet a radio that he did that didn't sound good. They all sound good. So, hello, 799 Butterfly. I heard you roll up in there too. You'll hear yourself in this playback real fast. And while you got the Watergate going, this will be the free plug for Panic Attack as well. Check it out. For sure, and that goes to show the Panic Attack Radio's got some key down time too. Ain't no doubt about that. Not just good audio, but some key down time as well. Hey, 080, appreciate you bumping it down out here in the world of sound, and keep that thing doing what it's supposed to be doing, and maybe you get some fire in the wire a little bit later on, and we'll be looking forward to a little bit more output. But that 45 watts is walking and talking right there, right now. Hey, take care. 080 Motormouth Mall, your West Coast beast. Got down right there, break.
out here in Oklahoma, standing by.
After lunch, I'm going to take the pretty one out for lunch on our break, in the middle of the convention over here. So we're going to go check out.
Anybody copy 67 out here in Oklahoma? Hello, 67, Oklahoma, standing by.
You got to check this place out, man. It's a huge gas station, convenience store, and the square footage is about the size of a Costco. It's ridiculous. I mean, the packed shelves of...
I guess this thing's not going to talk. I'm not going to talk. 67 out here in Oklahoma trying to talk. Anybody copy 67 out here in Oklahoma? We are standing by.
It's crazy. Beef jerky, it's crazy. It's just obscene. Oh, man. All right, Motormouth Mall, I think I tied it up enough. There's 45 whiskeys. Shock away, my friend. I'll see ya. 080. Aloha from Texas.
Motormouth Mall, you still around the channel? Hey, Motormouth Mall, you got a sloppy copy on Buck Wild around Indiana? Break.
I had a phone call I had to grab. Hey, 080, I had a phone call I had to grab, so I didn't key up. Sorry about that. Hey, 080, take care, 73, Motormouth Mall, steppin'.
Yeah, no problem, man, no problem. I was just saying that I just secured that last video gate there, and I'll send that out to you a little later on. I was just saying the wife is going to be on break, and we're going to head over to Buc-ee's, and I don't know if you heard of Buc-ee's, but it's a big thing, man.
Audio. 1, 2, check, 1, 2.
Or the square footage is pretty close to a Costco, and it's got about 1 million varieties of hot sauce and beef jerky and mixed nuts and brisket, and I didn't even get to see half of the store. I just was overwhelmed. It was like a sensory overload there, Roger.
Holy smokes, that sounds good. I mean, I could spend a few hours at a place like that there, Break. Awesome. Well, very, very cool. Enjoy. That should be a lot of fun. And, yeah, oh, my God, love brisket. I love all that whole thing there, man. That could be just an absolute, I could be like a pig in mud. Ain't no doubt about that. By the way, the video gate I got rolling on this end with you on there is, we're at the 1 hour and 11 minute mark right now. 1 hour and 11 minutes. So if you look on the YouTube video and you look at today's video gate, you'll see it up in there, here up in there before the 1 hour and 11 minute mark. But we're at the 1 hour and 11 minute mark right now. So just so you know where to look to find yourself, so you don't have to weed through the whole thing, and enjoy your day over there and get some good jerky and some good brisket, some good stuff there, some salsa and all that, and enjoy the heck out of it, Break.
Yeah, roger that, man. That's what it's all about. So we got, it's kind of customary for us to kind of buy gifts and bring them back from wherever the destination is. It's a Japanese thing. They call it omiyagi. But so we're going to try and, grab stuff. But, we're really tight on space, man, because this mainland trip is totally the opposite from going to Japan. We pack super light up there. We come back fully loaded. But this time, I'm packed with so much radio gear and all of this stuff It's like I ain't got no space, so we can only bring back so much. So we'll just see what looks good, and maybe, you know, just get a little bit of this and a little bit of that. But yeah, now about the gate, I was reviewing the live feed, and it's like, oh, by the time we were done with our convo, the first part of the conversation just popped up on the live, so pretty good size lag, but no pain, no straight. Yeah, I appreciate that, John. And if I get something from Buc-ee's, man, I'll send it up to you. You got anything in mind?
10-4, it sounds good. Well, I sure look forward to it. Hey, Ron, you got that thing sounding good for a temporary portable mobile and panic attack radio. That thing is done absolutely beautifully. Everything about that station sounds superb. And I love the concept of the omiyagi, the Japanese concept of buying the gifts from where you travel and that kind of thing. And I'm glad you're having a good time out there. And man, you sure sound good coming out of the mobile, the rental car, ain't no doubt about that. Take care, 7-3. Have a real good evening, and I'm glad you finally got the feed for the YouTube stream. You're all been there sounding superb, and keep up the good work, and appreciate the conversation, and bump down and to get down and get back in the chit-chat. Hello to you one more time, 080, stateside. Well, you got that mall down, Motormouth Mall, working the small ball peen hammer. I'm on the 7-element beam right now, and I'm going to switch while I'm keyed up. I'm going to switch over to the DDRR antenna. You probably won't hear me anymore, but here goes. I'm going to switch over to the DDRR antenna. That is the DDRR antenna, 40 watts into the DDRR antenna, and then I'm going to switch back over to the beam right there. Now I'm back on the beam. So you probably lost me, and I probably came back to break.
Hello, Motormouth Mall, 609 in Georgia. Mr. Motormouth Mall, 609.
I might be losing you there, Ron. 609, I did hear you up in there. I'm trying to make a contact to Ron. He's over here stateside in a rental car. Normally he's over there in Hawaii. So we're trying to make a contact with him while he's over here stateside in the rental car to break.
I'm going to take a standby. Hey, Motormouth Mall,
It is 609. I appreciate you standing by for a little bit. We'll see if he comes back, and if not, we'll get back to you. Hey, 609, Motormouth Mall, stepping. Hello, Ron. Hey, Ron, is 080 if you got any kind of a grip. One more time. Brother Ron, Motormouth Mall, stepping break.
So do that switch again there, Freak.
Do the switch again? Okay, I'll do the switch one more time. So this is the beam. This is the 7-element flat side with 40 watts. And now we're going to switch right here. That's the DDRR antenna, vertically polarized, 4-inch tall antenna, 40 watts. Right there, that's the DDRR antenna. And now we're going to switch back over to the beam. Right there. Now we're switched back over to the beam. Motormouth Mall, step and break.
Roger that. You going to dip it right on through 161, St. Hammer, Iowa. Sound again, Motormouth Mall, Waybury, WW161, St. Hammer, Iowa. It went from a 9 and it dropped down to like a 5. Just FYI there.
Okay, from a 9 down to a 5. All right, well, that's a pretty big difference. That's a huge difference, ain't no doubt about that. But it's working. Oh, and we're on 26, and the little, not that it's worth a whole lot, but the little DDRR antenna is actually tuned up for 28. But I moved down here to 26 because there was too much skip for me to talk to Mosquito Man on 28. So we moved down here to 26, but I never retuned the antenna. So it's a little bit out of resonance and a little bit out of tune. It's actually resonant at 27.290, and SWR is optimal at 27.285. And since we're a little bit low, it might be a little bit degraded, but not too bad to break.
Roger. Yeah, I got it on the gate, so you'll be able to see it. Oh man, that's too bad you didn't get it dialed in. Maybe a little later. Kicking around, we can do some more tests a little later on. All right, John, I appreciate it, brother. We'll talk to you hopefully sometime soon. Oh, again, by the way, too, I think there's a big solar flare on its way, I think, from what I heard. It might knock us out, so enjoy the skip while you can. It might make it disappear. So just FYI on that. All right, John 73, aloha.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, that very well may happen that way. There might be a big solar flare that takes care of some of the skip for us, but we'll be looking forward to doing it again real soon, and I appreciate the bump down. And by the way, I switched over to the DDRR and back again, and you went from a 7 down to a 4, and then back up to a 7 again. So definitely about a 4 S unit, roughly a little bit more or less, but roughly anywhere between 3 and 4 S units difference between the two antennas. So interesting. All right, hey Ron, take care. Blessings. Aloha. Enjoy your travels, and we'll catch you a little bit later on. Great talking to you. Always a pleasure with the double measure, and I'm going to get on out of here. I'm glad I stuck and stayed for a while to catch you up in here while you're working that thing out here stateside. Motor Mouth Mall, your West Coast beast, sometimes called Big Bad John. Got down right there, break.
All right, cheers, bro.
What about him, Motor Mouth Mall, $7? How about the West Coast beef?
Hey, 609, I heard you, I did. Hey, 609, the West Coast Beast waving. Me and these 40 birds waving and stepping right there, right now, break.
Hey, Motor Mouth Mall, I appreciate that. What about him, Motor Mouth Mall, $7 waving a hand at you?
Appreciate the bunk down there, 609. Have a real good day out there, and have a happy holidays coming up around the bend. 609, Motor Mouth Mall waving. 555, I heard you roll up in there as well. Motor Mouth Mall with the wave. And your West Coast Beast dropping hammer from time to time. I got down right there breaking.
All right, Motor Mouth Mall, you're sounding.
Hey, West Coast Beast 609 in Georgia, got that.
Hey, 609, I appreciate the playback. Hey, 609 in Georgia, I do appreciate the playback out there. You got that thing sounding good. You made me sound good. Hey, 609, I don't know how you did it, but you even made me sound good there, break.
Hey, West Coast Beast, Motor Mouth Mall with the ball pin.
It's cold out there in the Razorback. Triple Nickel said that.
And Triple Nickel, I heard you too, I did. A 609 up in there, Motor Mouth Mall working a ball peen hammer. And Triple Nickel, I heard you too, Motor Mouth Mall working a small ball peen hammer, stepping right there, right now, break.
All right, Motor Mouth Mall, I got all that I did. I appreciate you coming back. I guess I'm probably going to have a little conditions here in the hog yard. You have a silver farmer, keep that ball peen hammer swings. Sounded good in the hog yard, Triple Nickel.
Mr. Triple Nickel, you sounded good coming out of the hog yard too. Ain't no doubt about that. You got a hammer out here this way. That's for sure. Keep on doing what you're doing. Triple Nickel in the hog yard. Motor Mouth Mall working the small ball peen mall. Stepping right there, right now.
Hello to you, Motor Mouth. Buck Wild.
Hey, Motor Mouth.
Hello, Buck Wild. Hey, Buck Wild. I got y'all up in here too. I do. Hey, Buck Wild. Good afternoon time to you to break.
Speak, no spoke. Big Bad John. I appreciate the bump down. Buck Wild around these Indiana cornfields, waving and stepping.
Hey, Buck Wild, well, you're working that hammer coming out of the Indiana cornfields in fine style. That's for doggone sure. Hey, Buck Wild, Motor Mouth Mall with the wave. Hope everything's all well and swell around your stack of bricks out there on the cornfields of Indiana. Hey, Buck Wild, radio station, Motor Mouth Mall. One fat watt at a time. I believe I even have a playback for you. Check it out one time.
Speak, no spoke. Big Bad John. I appreciate the bump down. Buck Wild around these Indiana cornfields, waving and stepping.
Go, Buck Wild. That was you around the Indiana cornfields. Motor Mouth Mall stepping right there. Break.
I'm still hearing you in there, Motor Mouth Mall. I'm trying to step.
I'm looking forward to your YouTube channel video gate, no doubt about that. Sounding good as always. Motor Mouth Mall. Big Bad John.
Hey, Motor Mouth Mall.
I appreciate the flowers too, I do. And yep, video. This is going to be a long video beat. I've been trying to keep them under an hour, but this one here is rolling up over an hour. A matter of fact, this one here is, we're sitting right out at about an hour and 22 minutes right now. So it's kind of a long one. Hello, Richard. I see you over there around El Paso, Texas. Motormouth Mall waving. And yeah, this is a longer gate than some of the ones I've done recently. So anyway, there you go. Motormouth Mall stepping. I got down. Breaker.
See if I can squeeze back in there. High stepper Mobile around Missouri. Here in Tennessee, we're waving.
Oh, around Tennessee, I hear you waving and stepping in, and I heard somebody else trying to sneak up into Watergate. I didn't get to 28. Who was that to break?
You got high stepper Mobile down here around Southern Missouri, driving home. Break.
Oh, hi, Stepper. Yeah, I heard you earlier. I caught you in there earlier, and I did acknowledge you, and I got you in here again. Hey, hi, Stepper. You working that thing on the way home? Hey, hi, Stepper. You're looking good, sounding good there, break.
Hey, right back at you, Motormouth Mall. As always, found in choice. I got me a little 4-hour here, and I'll be on the radio. I'm on a Edinburgh, Texas.
Well, that thing sounds good, man. I'll tell you what. You got that thing walking and talking, no pain, no strain. Hi, Stepper, Motormouth Mall. Speaking of stepping, I'm stepping, break.
I appreciate the get back. I really do. I'll get out of the way if I'm in anybody's way, but it's good talking to you. Hey, Motormouth, have a good day.
Hi, Stepper. Take care. You have a good day, too. We'll catch you later on. Maybe happy holidays. I'm sure we'll speak at you between now and then, but if I don't, happy holidays and Happy New Year coming up around the bend. Hi, Stepper, Motormouth Mall. Steppin' breaker.
What about him, Motormouth Mall, Silver Dollar, Alabama way?
Silver Dollar, Alabama. I got you all up in there, too, to break.
What about my birthday, too? You sounded loud and proud, as always, out here in the state of Alabama.
I sure appreciate that. Hey, Silver Dollar, you said it sounded good out there as always around the state of Alabama. You sounded good over here, too. Ain't no doubt about that. Hey, Silver Dollar, Motormouth Mall, your West Coast undermodulated beast, dropping a hammer from time to time. I got down, break.
10-4.